Harkins, and I'm a producer from Portland, Oregon. To be very honest with you, I've not always thought of music being very important to me as a child, but I did find myself singing a lot. Growing up, I used to listen to a lot of music when my mother would wake me up listening to her records while she was cleaning the house. And seeing how that perked her mood up in the day, it kind of resonated with me. Portland, Oregon was not a place that was really taken seriously for its hip hop genre. So I think this is when I found my turning point. I wanted to create and advertise a company that would bring good music from the Northwest to light, like similar places like New York, LA, and Memphis. From reading this week's assignment, three things that I took away that helped me in my story was first, on page 29, Green's Return to Your Origins, the primal inclination strategy. I thought long about why I wanted to get into this field, and I came to the realization, like I told you before, with my mother playing her music and how it perked up her mood. So I wanted to create that atmosphere for other people, so they can have use music in a positive way. But to take it a step further, I wanted to create a positive outlet for people in my area that wasn't available. The second reference that relates to my growth story and self mastery will be the occupy the perfect niche, the Darwinian strategy. The story of Yoki Matsuka, I hope I'm saying her name right, actually resonated with me a lot. Like her, I was really into sports and kind of was doing lots of things that I love to do, but it wasn't really for me. Um, After I learned how to do music, I noticed for me to bring my whole picture together would be more things that I would need to learn to bring it all together. So I started not only doing the behind the scenes mixing and mastering, I started to figure out how brands work, logos, advertising, uh, so I can grow a company that could be more than just music and touch all forms of media. The last strategy that I'm using as a part of my story would be the let go of the past adaptation strategy. For a long time, I was trying so hard to capture the moment of what was my turning point, that in my primordial beginnings, that I wasn't keeping up with the changing times of how music was broadcasted or received. So I knew I had to go ahead and adapt, or else I would be left behind. But I wanted to take it a step further then. I wanted to be able to be in the forefront of the change and help mold the change than be a person that's just reacting to it. So that's one reason why I enrolled in Full Sail and got my bachelor's in music production, so that I can do that. And the skills learned there would help me get into not only branding and advertising, like I'm taking my mastery now to find that, because I wanted to be able to get into things like movies, comic books, manga, television, and anime. I wanted to be able to create a mix of its own sub pop culture and be at the forefront of it so I can walk my own lane. All right, thank you guys for listening, and I hope you all do well.